a good time to make coconut kefir. Since it's a tropical kind of thing, we'll concentrate on that today.
Hi, my name is Steve Jacobson, and today we are going to make coconut kefir, coconut wheat water kefir, and we're going to make it out of young green coconuts. The water in here is clear and rather sugar-based, and the type of water that's included in green coconuts is really beneficial for our health. It's extremely alkaline, and it also contains a lot of minerals. A lot of times when things contain a lot of minerals, it's going to tend to be a little bit alkaline, and has these great properties when you put kefir in it and actually add the probiotics to it. So this is possibly one of the best things that you can drink along with milk kefir and eating cultured vegetables and whatnot. So anyway, this is a great thing to do. You might want to reference, or I should say definitely reference, The Body Ecology Diet by Donna Gates. And she really stresses the benefits of coconut kefir. In making this, finding the coconuts may be a challenge if you're in some of the northern states or midwestern states where coconuts don't abound. I previously lived in the Fort Lauderdale or West Palm Beach area, and these were growing pretty much all over the place and a little bit easier to find. But up here, what you might want to do is consult Asian markets, because Asian markets are usually going to have or carry these or know where to get them. Primarily in the Boston area, Rhode Island area, I've searched around and tried to look for coconuts, and what I actually found was the Thai places seem to have more coconuts available, I guess because of the use of coconut milk and also the use of the green coconut water. You can find it in cans. It's not alive, it's not bioactive. You could ferment it and still come out with a decent drink, I guess, but it's usually in aluminum, so that's not a good thing, especially with kefir. But anyway, we're going to take and open these up. These contain about 1.5 cups of water per coconut. Usually it's pretty standard there. And what we're going to do is slice all of this pithy part around the top, find an entry point, poke it, and then drain it and strain it. So let's take a look at this process. Okay, we're going to cut into this coconut here, and what we're going to do is we're going to start shaving this part off. And I want to get down to where I'm getting to the bare coconut itself. What you typically see in the stores when you're buying mature coconuts, you're going to find that it looks like a little ball, a little brown ball. It's a little bit lighter here. And what I want to attempt to do is, when you poke a hole in it, it's going to be a little bit more forgiving of poking the hole when you have more of this stuff off. Okay? Get a little bit of this out of the way. Okay, poking into it like this. Not too bad, because the shell is often a little bit more soft. You can see a little bit of juices coming out here. Whoa! And we get a good spray there. Alright, just going to get a bowl to put this in, and a strainer. And then we're going to pour it right in. This way, if there's any little coconut pieces and all, I can get this out. Okay, that came out nicely. Now, one of the things you might want to do too is make sure you save these
And you can actually cut into these and we can peel the meat. And I'm going to show that in a separate segment where we actually take the white soft meat out, and you can see a little bit of it in here. And you blend that up, and you can also ferment that and put kefir in that as well, kefir grains, and get it going. Alright, so we're going to put this aside, and I'm going to cut the remainder of them and fill this with water. One thing to notice, the water should be a nice clear color like this, and if it's pinkish, then there's a possible chance that it's gone rancid. You don't want to use that. But when it's nice and clear like this, that's a good thing. Okay, we're going to drain the last coconut here, and again it's nice and clear, so that is a good thing. This coconut water is great to drink by itself too, but one thing you want to be careful of is that it has so much sugar in it, and this fermenting process is great because it takes a lot of the sugars out of it, and that's a good thing because sugar can feed candida, but when it's probiotically processed and we're actually getting a lot of those sugars out and creating all this healthy bacteria, then this is great. Here's our awesome juice, this fresh juice. It can be used for doing our coconut kefir. So I'm going to zoom back a little bit and show you the rest of the process. Okay, for the next part of this process, I have some rinsed kefir grains that I've taken from my milk kefir grains, and you can try it with milk kefir grains or you can try it with water kefir grains, and you'll see different segments of that in other parts of our video here. So what we're going to do is measure out 2 to 3 tablespoons of kefir grains, and we're going to put that in. And then we're going to let it ferment for several days. We're just going to take little tastes of it to make sure that it has enough fizziness in it. And you want it to be somewhat carbonated. It's almost going to be like a champagne. So we're going to put it in a ball jar here, and we're going to measure out our 2 to 3 tablespoons. Okay, let's measure our kefir grains out. These are really nice, healthy looking kefir grains. And again, notice how they look like little pieces of cauliflower. So we're going to put 1, 2. I'm going to put 3 in. We got a few spare kefir grains in. Let's not let them perish just because they're not going in. Alright, so we put that in. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to funnel this in here. I'm just transferring my juice into this square type container. The reason why I like to do this is because it has an edge that makes it easier for me to pour into here, and that way I'm getting less of it all over the place. So we're going to take and pour it into our container here. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I make a mess. Alright. And we are going to fill it up to about 3/4 of the way full. Or perhaps a little bit more here. And take this out. Let's secure the top here. And what I'm going to do now is put this in the cupboard, in a dark cupboard, and it'll help it process. Usually going to put it at a temperature somewhere between 70 74 degrees. I usually find is a great culturing method. And next we're going to show you what to do with the meat that's inside the coconut. It's a lot less than the water, but we can actually make a coconut cream kefir out of the young tender meat in here.